Night folds in like a tailored coat, fits you right around my throat. City lights don't ask my name, they blink once, then look away. I don't chase what's moving fast, I learn wait from things that last. Every step I didn't lose, polished by dark blues. I've seen fire burn itself, trying to be something else. Some men learn to rise and fall, I learned to stand. These dark blues don't break my stride, they keep the edges tight. They don't beg, they don't use, they just set the mood. I don't bend, I don't choose, I move clean in dark blues. Barroom glass holds neon lights, same old songs in newer ties. Your voice drifts through the smoke, doesn't land, just floats. I don't chase what didn't stay, I let memory decay. Some good things bruise, then turn into use. Silence taught me how to read the space between me. You don't have to raise your tone to own the room. These dark blues don't speak out loud, they keep me level in a crowd. They don't heal, they don't accuse, they just show what's true. I don't rush, I don't lose, I stay sharp. Sharp in dark blues. Midnight trains don't look behind, they just cut the line. I respect that kind of grace, leaving without a trace. Strength ain't fists of borrowed pride, it's walking calm on your own side. I don't ask, I don't choose, I trust these dark blues. If love's a war, I laid arms down. No white flag, no crown. Some battles end when you refuse to bleed for proof. I ain't hollow, I ain't used, just steady tune. These dark blues don't fade with time, they age like well-cut lines. When the night pulls tight and smooth, I move through. I don't rise, I don't lose, I just live in dark blues. Dawn breaks clean, no cues. Same man, dark blues. City hums like it knows my face. Same old streets, different pace. I don't rush what's bound to fall. I learned timing beats it all. Your shadow crossed a passing light, didn't stop, didn't staying steady on your side. I don't scream, I don't bruise, I learn calm from dark blues. From dark blues. If love's a door, I left it closed, not locked, just decomposed. Some endings don't need flame, they fade unnamed. I ain't hollow, I ain't used, just refined, reduced. Ashtray, sunrise on the windowsill. Coffee gone cold, your side still warm. Last night's argument hanging in the air like that coat you never wear anymore. You said, baby, I'm tired of your promises. I laughed it off, then I watched you pack. You walked out slow in my faded shirt, and every step you took, I felt it crack. Got this whiskey on my wedding ring, burning circles where your touch used to sting. Every sip tastes a little like you, sweet at first, then it cuts right through. Yeah, I keep pouring on these midnight wounds. Same old song in a busted room. Love's a bar tab, I can't clear clean. Got this whiskey on my wedding ring. Jukebox crooning in the corner booth, couples dancing swaying soft and slow. I'm nursing bruises no one can see, smiling at strangers that I don't wanna know. There's lipstick ghosts on my old glass, memories floating in the amber light. Your laugh, your hands on my backseat neck, every wrong I did coming back tonight. Thought I was a wild man born to roam. You were the map that felt like home. Now the road just feels like running from everything I broke. Got this whiskey on my wedding ring, burning circles where your touch used to sting. Every sip tastes a little like you, sweet at first, then it cuts right through. Yeah, I keep pouring on these midnight wounds. Same old song in a busted room. Love's a bar tab, I can't clear clean. Got this whiskey on my wedding ring, yeah. We had blue jeans, back porch summers, bare feet, thunder rolling slow. You traced futures on my freckled shoulder, said promise me you'll never let me go. But late nights turned into later lies. I chased every shadow on the wall. You waited up in that cotton dress till my excuses just stopped coming at all. Now this fool feels like a witness stand. Every bottle's just telling on me. I'll trade every shot in this busted town for one more chance to let you see. Yeah, I got this whiskey on my wedding ring, burning circles where your touch used to sting. Every sip tastes a little like you, sweet at first, then it cuts right through. Yeah, kitchen, bare feet tapping on the linoleum floor. Maybe you're learning how to sleep alone now, waiting on my key in the door. I'm playing tough guy in a cloud of smoke, but my hands won't stop that shake. I used to think heartbreak was just a song till I felt that first real break. We're burning slow. No. Concrete's wet, the nights away. City breeze through cracks and breaks. Neon stains my tired shoes. Every step I don't refuse. I learned early how to stay when everyone else runs away. No applause, no excuse, just a man in dark blue. Don't look back for revenge. I don't move fast, I don't pretend. Some roads teach you how to stand. Not out when these dark blues don't pull me down. Ooh, they just keep me level now. Bar signs buzz like tide night clocks don't judge my pace. They just tick, they don't care. Every scar I didn't show still knows where to go. I ain't clean, I ain't lost, just a man who knows the cost of holding on, letting loose somewhere in dark blues. If love's a fire, I kept the edge, let the flame die slow and fast. I don't curse what never stayed, some good things fade. I ain't holy, I ain't used, just seasoned I cruise, same steps, dark blues. Empty glass, full ashtray, same old song on replay. You showed up, boots by the door, laughing at smoke like I heard it before. Red lipstick on my best mistakes. You said, boy, how much more can you take? I said, pull up a chair, pour what you choose. If love's gonna hurt, make it whiskey blues. Love hits hard like a midnight train, slow and loud through a heart in pain. You burn my throat, but you clear my mind. Every wrong touch still feels aligned. If I'm gonna lose, I'll lose with you. If I'm gonna crawl, I'll crawl on through. Baby, if my heart's gonna break in two, let it break with whiskey, whiskey blues. Floor. You stole my breath too bright. You in my shirt from the night last night. Coffee cold, but your hands were warm. We laughed at the mess and the thunderstorm. You traced the lines on my tired face. Said you've been running, babe, from an empty place. I kissed your palm, said I always choose the long way home through the whiskey blues. Every promise tastes like fire. Every kiss a spinning room. I keep lighting my desire like a match that knows its doom. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Love hits hard like a midnight train, slow and loud through a heart in pain. You burn my throat, but you clear my mind. Every wrong turn still feels aligned. If I'm gonna lose, I'll lose with you. If I'm gonna crawl, I'll crawl on through. Baby, if my heart's gonna break in two, let it break with whiskey, whiskey blues. You're my last call, first sin, my goodbye, my begin. You're the ache I lean into the storm I keep walking through. You're the card I should not draw. Every line I cross in chalk. You're the prayer I half believe, the one I drink and never leave. So take my pride, take my name, scratch your letters in my flame. If love's a tab I can't refuse, I'll pay it singing these whiskey blues. Hey! Years go by, same old bar, same old stool, same old scars, but your laugh still shakes the walls. Every time I pass life calls, we ain't perfect, we ain't pure, but every fight makes me more sure. I trade my heaven for these worn-out shoes, walking beside you through the whiskey blues. Love hits hard like a midnight train, slow and loud through a heart in pain. You burn my throat, but you clear my mind. Every wrong turn still feels aligned. If I'm gonna lose, I'll lose with you. If I'm gonna crawl, I'll crawl on through. Baby, if my heart's gonna break in two, let it break with whiskey, whiskey blues. So pour it slow, let the night run long. Life is short, but this love is strong. If I gotta drown, I'll choose this view. You, my glass, and these whiskey blues. You, my glass, and these whiskey blues. Night pours down like cheap regret on a city that won't forget. I walk slow, hands in my jeans, learn too much from what I've seen. Streetlights buzz like bad advice, same mistakes, different price. I don't ask for second views, I already know the truth of Watch love turning away. Watch patience come too late. Some lessons don't arrive, they wait. These dark blues don't save my soul, they just help me stay in control. They don't shine, they don't bruise, they just live where I do. I don't beg, I don't choose, I just wear these dark blues. Barroom floors know how I stand. Half a man, half a plan. Your memory ain't sharp or loud, it's just there like a cloud. I don't hate what didn't stay, I just learned to let it wait. Some hearts bend, some refuse. Mine grew quiet, dark and used. Silence taught me how to move without asking for proof. You don't need to say goodbye to know. These dark blues walk my line, never rush, never lie. They don't heal, they don't accuse, they just show what's true. I don't win, I don't lose, I just stand in dark blue. Midnight clocks don't judge my pace, they just tick, they don't wait. I've made peace with what I lack. I don't look forward, I don't look back. Strength ain't fist or pride, it's keeping calm when you're tired. I don't scream, I don't bruise, I learn restraint from dark blues. If hope knocks, I let it pass. Some doors close too fast. I ain't holy, I ain't damn, just a man who understands. There's some roads you never choose, they choose you. They stay when the night pulls tight and cruel. They keep me cool, I don't pray, I don't move, I just breathe in dark blue. Morning come, same shoe. Same man, dark blue. Back street, every shadow knows my feet. I don't rush, I don't stall. Time bends, you've seen it all. Your name sits quiet in my chest, not sharp, not heavy, just unrest. I don't dig through old truths, I already paid my dues. I learned early how to stay when love learns how to walk away. Some lessons don't come loud, they come proud. These dark blues taps coated signs, like it's reading my spine. I don't flinch, I don't hide. I learn peace is on my side. Strength ain't loud, it's composed. It's every bridge you never burn. I don't chase what's confused. I walk clean through dark blues. If love's a flame, I kept the scar. Didn't worship, didn't bar. Some fires teach you how to see in low degrees. I ain't empty, I ain't cold, just finally in control. These dark blues don't fade or shine, they just match my line. When the night asks me to choose, I don't refuse. I don't rise, I don't lose. I remain in dark blues. Street goes still, no cues. Same walk, dark blue. Stopped asking where you went. Some answers hurt too much. I learned to fold your memory like a letter I won't touch. Your name still fits my silence better than any sound. Some people leave your life but never leave you out. I don't chase what's gone, I just live where it belongs. These dark blues sit with me, no judgment, no relief. They don't tell me to move on, they let me stay. I don't shout, I don't choose, I just breathe in dark blues. I see you in the way I pause before I say goodbye. In every honest moment, I don't know why. I don't wish things were different, I just wish I was braver then. Loving you was easy, leaving you was when. Some hearts don't break in two, they just learn to ache quiet. These dark blues know my name, every fault, every shame. They don't leave when I'm confused, they just stay. Dark blues. I don't run, I don't move, I just feel in dark blues. I hope someone holds your hand the way I never did. I hope they say the things I kept locked in. If you ever think of me, I hope it's kind, not as a wound, just as time. dark blues. Some love stays quiet, so it can last. Streetlight flickers, a dying breath. Another night, another slow death. Whiskey sour on a sticky bar, wondering where you are, so far. Empty glass, empty stare, just a ghost hanging in the air. Where'd you go, where'd you run, underneath this broken sun? Broken strings on my old guitar, broken dreams both near and far. Heartbeat drumming a ragged beat, can't find solace, can't find sweet. Love's a lie, love's a cheat, stuck here on this lonely street. Rain on the window, a steady drip, every memory a bitter sip. Your laughter echoes in my head, words unsaid, words unsaid. Shadows dancing on the wall, hear your name and I start to fall. This town ain't big enough for two, not when one of them is you. Broken strings on my old guitar, broken dreams both near and far. Heartbeat drumming a ragged beat, can't find solace, can't find sweet. Love's a lie, love's a cheat, stuck here on this lonely street. Oh, they say time heals all the wounds, but these scars just bloom deeper, darker every day. Gonna waste away, gonna fade away. Is there a reason? Is there a sign? This pain ain't yours, it's only mine. A twisted knot, a tangled thread. Wish I was numb, wish I was dead. dying sun. Another deal with no one won. A light of smoke, let the silence talk. Learned more listening than I ever walked. Every face got something to hide. Every truth's got a broken side. I don't knock on open doors, been here before. I don't bleed for things I lost. I already paid the cost. Some lessons stick like glue, even when you move these dark blues. Keep me straight, hold the line, don't negotiate. They don't lift me, don't excuse, they just set the rules. I don't rush, I don't lose, I just move with dark blues. Ballroom clocks stuck on regret. Same damn hour, I ain't left. Your shadow crossed my mind, didn't stop, didn't rewind. I don't chase what walked away. I let distance do its thing. Some goodbyes don't need cues, they fade like tattoos. I learned silence ain't defeat. If a man's standing on his feet, you don't have to raise your voice to make a choice. These dark blues don't scream my name, they just calm the flame. They don't save me, don't accuse, they just tell the truth. I don't bend, I don't bruise, I stay cool in dark blues. Midnight rain on asphalt skin, washing sins I ain't in. I've been heavy, I've been light, still walk the same at night. Strength ain't fit, so pride, it's knowing to let things slide. I don't ask, I don't choose, I just follow dark blue. If hope knocks, I let it wait. I don't rush what comes too late. I ain't broken, I ain't new, just refined by use. Every mile I didn't run still knows where I'm These dark blues don't fade or shine, they just match my stride. When the night pulls tight and cruel, they stay true. I don't win, I don't lose, I just live in dark blues. Street goes quiet, no cues. Same road, dark blues. You left your boots by the doorway, your coat on my kitchen chair. You laughed, said you'd only stay a moment, then months piled up everywhere. We burned our eggs on a Tuesday, kissed black coffee off our lips. You traced a promise on my shoulder, then you let it nearly slip. I watch you dance in my mirror, wearing my old flannel shirt, bare feet on the busted hardwood. You said, "Love used to hurt. We talk kids, we talk leaving, we talk running out of time. You poured your heart in my glassware, mixed your mess with mine. Love is a long road, babe. Whiskey on the side of the bed. Some days we're slow dancing, some days we're hanging by a thread. You put your storm in my bottle, I put my prayer in your hands. Love is a long road, babe, and I'm still walking where you stand. You got your scars from your father, I got these lines from the night. We fought about the bills and the weather, who was wrong, who was half right. You slammed the door, I lit a candle, talked to the empty room. Said, if this is all that love is, why do I still make space for you? Remember that cheap motel outside Houston, neon buzzing like a fly. We didn't sleep, just told our secrets till the clocks ran out of lies. You cried about your first heartbreak, how you swore you'd never stay. But there you were, ink on my shoulder, spelling out my name. Love is a long road, babe. Whiskey on the side of the bed. Some nights we burn like summer, some nights we're colder than the dead. You put your storm in my bottle, I put my prayer in your hands. Love is a long road, babe, and I'm still walking where you stand. We say forever in the morning, by evening we're halfway packed. Suitcase full of almost leaving keys, tossed, then we take them back. We're too proud to ask forgiveness, too tired to start again. But when the room gets quiet, you still reach for my hand. Oh yeah. I caught you staring at the doorway, like the past was coming in. I poured a shot, slid it over, said, tell me where you've been. You said, I'm scared of the sunlight, I'm scared of dying slow. I said, I'm scared you'll wake up someday and finally let me go. We made a church out of this bedroom, with the blankets of stained glass, preaching promises at midnight, praying they might last. Your hair smelled like every season, rain and smoke and May. I memorized that mixture in case you slipped away. Love is a long road, babe. Whiskey on the side of the bed. We keep on losing our patience, we keep on finding it again. You put your storm in my bottle, I put my prayer in your hands. Love is a long road, babe, and I'm still walking where you stand. Years stack up like dishes, sink full but we still sing. We ain't fixed all of our damage, but we got circles on our ring. We missed some trains in the station, caught a few by accident. We never turned into perfect, just a little more decent. So here's to cracked up mornings, to a late night on his fights, to all the times we almost ended, still holding on by sunrise. I'll take your silence and your thunder, your crooked smile at 2 a.m. If loving you is the trouble, I'll pour that trouble again. Hey! Love is a long road, babe, whiskey on the side of the bed. We toast to all our failures like they were blessings instead. You put your storm in my bottle, I put my prayer in your hands. Love is a long road, babe, and I'm still walking where you stand. Listening to my heart, streetlights hum and no refrain. Every step feels earning pain. I don't run, I don't hide, I just let the moment slide. There's a weight I've learned to choose, feels a lot like dark blues. I've seen hope come dressed in lies, watched it leave without goodbye. Some things hurt too deep to lose, so you keep them close and mute. These dark blues don't beg or plead, they just sit here next to me. They don't promise love or truth, just a way to make it through. I don't fight, I don't bruise, I just live with dark blues. They know more than they should think. Your name fades in whiskey smoke, every laugh just feels like a joke. I don't curse what didn't stay, I just walk it off each day. Some hearts break, some refuse, mine just hums in dark blues. I stop looking for a sign, stop pretending I'm fine. Silence taught me how to move without making a sound. These dark blues hold the line when the past won't stay behind. They don't save, they don't use, they just tell me what's true. I don't win, I don't lose, I just carry dark blues. Midnight settles in my bones like a place I've always known. Every road feels worn and slow, but I still choose where I go. I learned strength ain't making noise, it's keeping calm without a choice. I don't bend, I don't bruise, I just do dark blues. If love's a fire, I let it burn. Watched it fade, watched it turn. Pain don't rush, it waits its turn. Teaches what you never learn. I ain't bitter, I ain't used, just a man who paid his dues. dressed in dark blue. Rain taps time on the hood of my car, like it knows exactly who we are. City lights don't promise much, just a little heat, a little hush. I keep my coat on collar high. A man don't bleed where strangers lie. Every road I ever chose taught me things I should have known. I don't talk about the nights that taught me wrong from right. Some lessons stay unspoken like a jaw that's already broken. These dark blues fit me well, like a story I don't tell. They don't rush, they don't move, they just sit and tell the truth. Love came close, love refused, left me dressed in dark blue. Barroom jukebox hums low, songs about things I outgrew. I've shaken hands with better days, watched them walk the other way. Your name don't hurt, it just weighs like a bill I'll always pay. I ain't bitter, I ain't used, just realistic, just bruised. I learned silence keeps you sharp when the world cuts like glass. You don't need to raise your voice to make a moment last. These dark blues know my face, every flaw, every mistake. They don't leave when things go bad. They're the only friends I had. No excuse, no excuse, 'cause I just wear these dark blues. Midnight smells like oil and rain. Another drive through quiet pain. Real view shows a man who stayed when others folded, others ran. I don't dream like I used to. Dreams want more than I can do. I just keep the engine slow, let the past stay where it goes. They say time's a gentle thief, steals your doubt, leaves belief. But all I got was clearer side of who I was on every night. I don't curse, I don't pray, I just breathe and let it play. Every truth I never lose gets tuned in dark blues. These dark blues don't ask for more. They know what I'm built for. They don't beg, they don't choose. They just walk me through every win, every bruise. I'm still dressed in dark blue. Dawn shows up, I don't move. Still steady in these dark blues. just like my heart, just like my soul. Another sunrise, another regret. Where'd all the good time go? Whiskey tears sting my eyes. Love's alive. Broken bottles serenade. She walked out, door slammed shut. Left me with nothing but dust. Said I was poison, a bitter taste. My love, a wasted trust. Why does it hurt so bad? This ache in my chest. Whiskey tears sting my eyes. Love's alive. Broken bottle serenade. Used to believe it forever, you know. Now it's just yesterday's ghost. Oh, haunting my nights, stealing my sleep. A love I love the most. Streetlight flickers a dying breath. Another night, another slow death. Whiskey sour on a sticky bar, wondering where you are so far. Empty glass, empty stare, just a ghost in the air. Where'd you go, where'd you run underneath this broken sun? Broken strings on my old guitar, broken dreams near and far. Heartbeat drumming a ragged beat. Can't find solace, can't find sweet. Love's a lie, love's a cheat. Stuck here on this lonely street. the chill, feel the pains. Every corner, every turn, another lesson I gotta learn. About goodbye, about the end. No one to call, no one to mend. This shattered soul, this weary heart, torn to pieces right from the start.
Another day begins. Still feel your touch. Where do I win this losing game?
Save your seat without knowing why. Like you walk in and say I'm fine.
room still holds your weight, even time won't rearrange. I practiced all the words I'd say if I ever got that day. But the door stayed still and closed, and I learned how silence grows. I thought love could wait its turn, didn't know it burns to learn. These dark blues hold my breath when I think about what's left. They don't tell me I was wrong, they just play the song. I don't fight, I don't choose, I just remember in dark blues. I wear your jacket when it's cold, feels like I'm not alone. Every pocket tells a lie that you're just outside. I don't cry like I should, I just stand where we stood. Some goodbyes don't arrive, they just show up as live. I was strong in all the wrong ways, proud when I should have stayed. These dark blues know my face, every fault I could in place. They don't leave when I'm confused, they just stay. Dark blues, I don't beg, I don't move, I just say morning comes like nothing changed, like love don't rearrange. People say you'll be okay, like okay means gone someday. I don't need to understand, I just need to feel your hand one more time just to prove this was true. If I had one honest prayer, it wouldn't ask you back here, it just asked forgiveness for the nights I missed. I was learning how to be a man while losing you was the plan I never chose. They just learn my tears. They don't heal, they don't excuse, they just see me through. I don't win, I don't lose, I just love you in dark blue. If love still hears what we say, I hope you know I'll stay. Sidewalk cracks know my way. I don't rush, I don't wait. City breathe through broken signs, like it's thinking the same as mine. I don't chase what makes a sound, I watch it sink, I watch it drown. Every truth I didn't use still hums in dark blues. I've seen fate dressed up as fire, burn the hands that held it higher. Some beliefs don't fall apart, they thin. Oh, these dark blues don't tell me lies, they just keep my eyes wide. They don't beg, they don't use, they just cruise. I don't bend, I don't lose, I keep still in dark blues. Barroom neon flickers low, like it's tired of the show. Your name drifts, then settles down. Not a scream, just a sound. I don't rewind what went cold, I let memory do what it's told. Some men burn, some men bruise. I learned how to refuse. Silence taught me how to hear what's real when nothing's near. You don't need a second chance to understand. These dark blues hold my flame, never soft, never vain. They don't heal, they don't accuse, they just move. I don't rise, I don't lose, I stay calm in dark blue. Midnight feels like honest work, no disguise, no alert. I don't fight what wants to leave, I let go without belief. Strength ain't loud or fast, it's knowing what won't last. I don't scream, I don't bruise, I learn balance from dark blues. If love's a road, I missed the turn. Didn't crash, just didn't learn. Some pass in without a sign, they fade in time. I ain't empty, I ain't through, just quiet tune. These dark blues don't change my skin, they just live within. When the night asks me to choose, I don't refuse, I don't win, I don't lose, I remain in dark blues. I remain in dark blues. Morning hums, no cues, same breath, empty glass on the table again. Just like my heart, just like my soul. Another sunrise, another regret. Where'd all the good times go? Whiskey tears sting my eyes. Love's a lie. Broken bottle serenade. She walked out, door slammed shut. Left me with nothing but dust. Said I was poison, a bitter taste. My love, a wasted trust. Why does it hurt so bad, this ache in my chest? Whiskey tears sting my eyes. Love's a lie. Broken bottle serenade. Used to believe it forever, you know. Now it's just yesterday's ghost. Haunting my nights, stealing my sleep. A love I love the most. Rain keeps falling like it knows every secret I don't show. City breeze and shades of gray teaches men to look away. I keep my hands deep in my coat. Words stay locked inside my throat. Every step I take alone feels like home I've never known. I've learned silence ain't a curse. It's summer when the truth gets worse. Some men talk to feel alive. Some survive by staying quiet. These dark blues don't make a sound. They just follow me around. They don't beg, they don't choose. They just stay when others move. I don't break, I don't bruise. I just walk with dark blue. Streetlight hums above my head like it heard the things you said. Every promise wears thin when you replay it again and again. Your shadow's gone, but it remains in empty seats and midnight trains. I don't chase what I can't keep. Some losses cut too deep. I stopped looking for relief. Stopped asking what it means. Peace ain't laughing, peace ain't new. It's learning how to stand still too. These dark blues know my pace. Every scar, every mistake. They don't rush me through the pain. They just help me stay get lost again. But regret don't own my name, I just carry what remains. I ain't holy, I ain't damned, just a man who understands that some truths you don't refuse, you just live them. Dark to keep my feet on solid ground. When the night cuts cold and loose, they're the only proof that I don't fold, I don't excuse, I just move with dark same shoes, same road. Dark blue.